What if you could get 10 times more done without hiring another person? The first step to automating your business to run without you is to work on yourself and your calendar. But before you do that, you need to figure out how to put the tools and systems in place that will help you become more effective with what you have now. Now I'm going to share my top 10 tools that I use to manage my multi-million-dollar companies that you can use with what you're doing as well. Before I had these systems, I was all over the place. And sometimes I did 10 times more work than I needed to. But as I put these systems in place, I've become way more effective. And that's why I want to share these top 10 tools with you and some other tips on tools and systems so you can get more outside of hiring people. This is not saying you don't need to hire more people, but you may end up hiring less or make those people more effective. While all of these tools help my business go, I would say that number 6 is probably the most important and something you've probably never heard of. Hi, I'm Tony Javier, founder of multiple successful businesses, including an Inc. 5000 rated real estate investment company. And I make these videos to show entrepreneurs and executives how to dramatically increase their income while working much less. Just as I've learned to run my companies in just a few hours a week, I now teach others how to make way more money in way less time. I bet you can accomplish what you have in less than 20 hours a week. So if you want to come along this journey to making more money and working way less, hit the like and subscribe button so that YouTube can share all of my future videos with you, because I have some really good ones coming up. So let's dive into the top 10 tools that I use for my business. Number 1 is Trello. Trello is a task and project management system. A lot of people use their inbox as a to-do list. But what if you could take those things and put them into a system like Trello? Trello actually integrates with Gmail and a lot of other email providers so that you can take emails and put them into Trello as a board. The cool thing about Trello is you can put things in there and you can kind of move them around. You can put deadlines in them, you can assign them to people. This is great for things that multiple people work on together. The main board that I have is my marketing board. This is what I work most of my time in. So to be able to look at my board and see what my team is doing and where everything is, and if I want to know what's going on, I just click on something and I see all of the notes. I haven't even used a fraction of what Trello can probably do. If you go into there, you can actually see some power-ups that you can add on to your Trello boards. This is such a great visual to seeing what's going on with you and your company. You can use this for project management for anything, including flipping properties. You can also set up rules and recurring actions to make things much easier. What if I could show you how to make way more money working half the time you are now? I want to show you my 3-step system that I use to go from 60 to 80-hour weeks to now only working a few hours a week in my businesses. The truth is, I actually don't really have to go to work even those few hours a week. If I don't show up, I actually still get paid. In fact, a couple years ago, I got really sick and really couldn't fully work for about a year. And not only did my businesses run without me, they actually did record numbers, doing millions and millions of dollars in business without me. Now I'm on a mission to help as many people to create a business that runs without them, or at the very least, the ability to cut your work week to 20 hours or less. If you need my help doing that, you can go to tonyjavier.com/automation, where I'm going to share my 3-step process to help you do the same. So go to tonyjavier.com/automation to book a call with me and my team. Number 2 is Zoom. Sounds obvious, right? Almost everybody uses Zoom. Last week, I was on multiple meetings where they didn't use Zoom. One of them was a Microsoft Teams, I think is what they call it. And the link that I used didn't work. And I just didn't know how to use it. So why not use something that almost everybody knows how to use? Zoom is actually adding a lot of integrations to their system. So you need to check out what all it can do. One thing they added recently was AI Companion that allows you to keep meeting notes and the most important things that are talked about in those meetings. Which leads me to my next one, and that's number 3, and that's Fathom. We actually just started using this, but it's really cool. So I think it's a little bit better than the AI assistant. It'll actually transcribe your meetings. It will summarize things. It'll give you digestible notes and tag certain moments of the meetings that they think is important. And you can set it to automatically email everybody that's in that meeting or even people that miss that meeting. If you don't want to invest in Fathom, it is a monthly fee, then just use AI Notes. That is the second best thing. Number 4 is Zapier, or some people call it Zapier. Zapier is a third-party software that will allow your apps to talk to each other. So for instance, if you have a Google form and someone fills it out and you want it to go into your CRM, it can do that. Basically what it comes down to is it could either transfer information from one thing to another, or for me, I actually use it for Stripe as well. So when certain things happen in Stripe, like a failed payment, it will actually email me and notify me. Each time Zapier does something, it's called Zaps, and we have thousands of Zaps happening every single month. If we had to do everything Zapier did, we would probably hire 2 full-time people to do what Zapier does, if not more. It integrates with over 6,000 apps, and you don't need to be a coder. So if you don't like to transfer things, if you don't like to copy and paste things, go check out Zapier. Number 5 is QuickBooks. Believe it or not, there's a lot of businesses that still do not automate their books. QuickBooks is the most universal software that almost everybody knows, at least all the accountants, all the bookkeepers, most people that are using bookkeeping software. You can automatically invoice, you can make payments, you can pull reports. It helps you to make better decisions. It'll sync with your banks, it'll sync with your credit cards. You can get real-time accurate data to where your business is right now. And this saves a lot of money for tax returns if you have a CPA doing your tax returns. We also run payroll through it, which makes it a lot easier to pay employees and to pay all the taxes involved with it. In number 6, High Level, AKA Go High Level. This software is awesome. This came out a few years ago, which is why a lot of people don't know about it, but Go High Level is basically an all-in-one CRM and marketing automation tool. We use it as a CRM for 2 of our businesses. We use it for email communication. We use it for automatic text messaging. You can put courses in there. There's so many things this program can do. It can even do voicemail drops. And if you're an agency, you can actually white label this service, so you pay one fee to go high level, and then you can charge whatever you want to other companies to use that software. Number 7, I've mentioned this in other videos already, but WhatsApp. This is pretty similar to Messenger. The thing I love about WhatsApp is that you can take all of your business conversations and put them on WhatsApp so that your text message conversations are personal. The number 1 feature that I love about WhatsApp is that you can 2 times the speed of recordings. So with my team, so we can be way more effective and not have so many emails going, is that WhatsApp is a quick way to ask quick questions and for those questions to be answered quickly. I actually get emails a lot that are going to take a long time to type up, and instead of typing up a response, I'll just say, hey Tina, you just sent me this email about XYZ, here's what I think. And to me, it just makes it so much faster. The thing I love about it too, it's a little bit more personality. So instead of just emails and text messages going back and forth, you can actually hear the tone of their voices so you can understand more of what they're saying. And the great thing about WhatsApp is it's free. And if you want to chat with international customers that are not on an iPhone, this is an easy way to do it. You can also organize your chats into different groups. Next is ChatGPT, or as my wife calls it, Chad. She calls it Chad because people used to say ChatGPT and she thought it was Chad GPT. So now she's obsessed with it. ChatGPT is taking over a lot of different things. It's actually taken over a lot of copywriters' jobs, as well as even medical professionals eventually. I think it'll take over. If you ask it a medical question, it'll actually give you some really good data. But for me, I use ChatGPT to create blogs, to create content, even videos like this. If I'm trying to come up with things to say, I'll put it in ChatGPT, give it some ideas, and it'll spit out a bunch of ideas. I haven't even touched the surface of what ChatGPT can do. Evidently now it can create images, it can do just a ton of different things. If you don't know what ChatGPT will do, just ask ChatGPT, what all can you do? Number 9, loom.com. This is a screen recording tool so that you can record your screen and audio to show people what you're doing, to create scopes of work, to create standard operating procedures. This is a great way to communicate things an email may not do. So for instance, my CPA, I asked him an accounting question and he came back with me and said, hey, I need to figure this out. So I recorded a 4-minute video showing him the spreadsheets and what I came up with to make it easier for him to understand as opposed to having to type everything out. My team uses this to record every single thing that they do. So I tell them if there's something repetitive that you do every single week, make sure you pull up Loom and record a video on it. So that way, if anybody ever has to take that over or we have to train somebody else, it's in the system. And last but not least, this one's very simple, Notes. So I have an iPhone and there's an app called Notes, which comes standard with iPhone. And anytime I have an idea or something I can think of, I put a note in there. There's sometimes I have ideas for videos. So I actually have a note for video ideas. I also have a notes, my daily progress planner questions that I can ask myself every single day. So that way, if I don't have a piece of paper with my planner, I can just go into my notes and ask myself the questions. Notes is so underrated. Put to-do lists in there, put checklists in there. And the great thing is, if you have an iPhone, it syncs with all of your Mac devices. So if you're a PC person, I'm sorry. But even if you have an Android, I'm pretty sure there's some kind of note system in there. Maybe not as good, but a system that you can use for notes. Sometimes the most simple things are the most underrated and underused. So these are just 10 of many things that I use in my business that you can probably use yourself. When it comes down to it, just use something. If you do something over and over in your business, figure out how to automate it, whether it's using an app or some kind of automation. AI right now is taking over, so you need to get with the automation game, because if you don't adjust and automate, your competition will, and they will probably pass you. If you really want to make more money in less time and come along this journey with me, please hit the like and subscribe button and share this with someone that you think could use it too. If you like this video and want to make a lot more money in less time, check out this next video.